might see some people walking around with these kind of bags near your courts. Have you ever wondered what's inside? Today we'll find out what you need to play tennis well, and stay healthy. The first thing you'll need is what most players have is a bag here. So it doesn't have to be a giant bag. This is one of the medium bags. They run about $100. You can probably get one used on Facebook Marketplace or somewhere else, but the first thing you should have in your bag is a racket. Need that to play. There it is. See here, keep them in good shape. Keep a couple. You always want to have more than one in there just in case it breaks. Break a string. Right now my other rackets are being strung up, so I'm still carrying at least 2 rackets. Make sure you got your rackets. Check. All right, other non-racket equipment that you'll need for playing tennis is going to be balls. So if you're playing a match, or you're playing competitively, or it's the first set of that you've played in a while, you're going to use some new balls. These have not been opened. Or if you've played more recently, you can use some extra balls that you might have used recently in the past. All right, you're also going to need to do re-gripping on your rackets from time to time in order to play successfully and prevent slippage. So if your racket handle looks like that, as opposed to a fresher grip, might be time to replace your grip. So these are just 2 of the tools that you're going to need to play tennis that are with the pieces of equipment that are not rackets. All right, the next pieces of equipment that I'm going to discuss are going to be those which are essential to your safety and are often overlooked by both new players and those players who are even pretty seasoned. So the first thing you want to make sure you have in your bag is water. Always bring water to the court. Consult your physician. The more water intake, the better. Going with water, you want to bring food. Bring some kind of food to stay so you don't get too hungry out there. Make sure you have enough food to get through the match or basic play that you're going to have. One of the things that are often overlooked are shoes. So no, you really shouldn't be playing tennis with running shoes or your traditional sneakers. If you're playing at really any level, you should have tennis shoes. I've been using these Asics for about a year now. You can see how the treads are still pretty good on them, a little bit of wear. What you're looking for in the tennis shoes are great heels, so that they're larger, they're more rounded. You can kind of see how they sit on the ground like that, right? Good for lateral movement. And I also have my bag over here too, bagception here, if you will. So if you're playing on a clay court or a court that's dirty, especially because of the pandemic, it's important to throw your shoes back in the bag so you don't track up your car, your home, or any other space that you don't want to get dirty. Other essentials that you're going to need to bring, or you should bring, is a kind of ball cap there. You can see mine right there. Keep the sun out of your face, and going with that, especially if you're playing in the summer, sunglasses. So I keep mine in this hard shell case right here. And I generally don't use those. They're not really required because I usually just wear my hat. You'll also probably need to bring some kind of sunscreen, regardless if you burn or don't burn, especially in the summertime. Bring sunscreen. The biggest thing with this is don't let it sit in your bag too long. You don't want to be using the same sunscreen for too long, especially if you let your bag sit in your car. It will go bad and it won't work. So check the expiration date and try and take out of your bag if you leave your bag in the car. At least how many rackets should be in your bag? At least 2. True or false, running shoes are just as safe as tennis shoes for play. False. Keep tennis shoes in your bag instead. Alright, so right now I'll just discuss a quick reflection and explanation of the video. So I use the Splice video editor on my iPhone 12 mini, which was actually a great quick program to use. It was very cheap. It's less than $60 a year, but I just signed up for the free trial. I'm just showing here a quick slide of a screenshot of how I used it. I was able to take individual segment videos, add my transitions, add my title slides, and add music. So it's actually a really good thing to use here, a good app, and I was able to use my phone only to do this whole thing, and it turned out pretty well, I think. And as for the explanation, so this video is just to help new players learn what they should be bringing in their bags. I know when I went out for my high school team for the first time, I had no clue what I was doing. It took me a whole year to figure it out, and it was just some information I gathered over the years of playing tennis into adulthood. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and here's a quick slide for my references that I used. Thank you.